morning, ladies. This is your workout for StrongBoard class, Saturday, July 17th. So we're just gonna start with some step ups to a leg lift. Out behind you, kind of like old school aerobics. Keep working. I feel like I need music, but then I don't know about copyright stuff for YouTube, so I will skip it. And then let's go ahead and do 20 toe taps. Left, right is 1, or about 20, because I can't talk and count at the same time. And we're going to do a hamstring stretch. So put one foot on the ground, one foot on the board. You're going to keep that back leg straight, pointing your toes up. Keep your back leg bent, your front leg straight. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, lean towards your foot. You're gonna hold for 10 seconds. And then go ahead and switch legs. We're gonna do 3 times each side. Deep inhale, as you exhale, reach for your toes. You can tell I'm tight on my back, still on the other side because it's not reaching as low. We'll see if it gets loose. And then switch sides. Switch again. And go ahead and switch once more, each leg, 3 times. Should be able to get a little bit closer to your foot by the 3rd one. Once more on the other side. And then I want you to put one foot on the board. We're just gonna do 5 squat hops, lateral squat hops on each side. And switch. Am I out of frame? Kinda. And let's do we're going to do the calf stretch as usual. So you're going to pike your butt up, pressing your weight, out of your hands into your heels, and you're going to pedal nice and slow. You should feel the stretching in your calves. You're going to do 20 pedals. Good, stretching those calves out. And I would recommend even doing these or another calf stretch after your StrongBoard workout because it is a lot of jumping and it's a lot on your calf muscles. I think this is 20. All right, and then we're actually gonna do this next stretch on the ground. We're gonna stretch our hips, so you're gonna be on your hands and knees. You're gonna bring your knee out, making a circle. You'll do 5 in one direction, and then 5 in the other. And then same thing, other side. And let's come on up. And we're going to do, we're gonna do that in the workout. So let's just go ahead, do 30 toe taps. Trying to not make a whole lot of noise because it's gotta be annoying. And I think that was 30. Let's see what we're doing. All right, actually let's come down to the board and we're gonna warm up our ankles a bit. So as usual, I always do this because it's really important. Get that ankle mobility, especially on the board, because you know how when you stand on it, sometimes you tilt forward to the side, so you just want to prep your ankles for all the work that is coming. So just moving in circles, forward and back, side to side. Reversing direction too. I almost thought I wasn't recording, but I am. All right, and then come on off the board. We're going to do 7 ground overhead. So you're going to bring your butt down, tap the top of that platform, curl, press overhead, and back down. Did I say 7 or 8? I don't even remember. We will do 7. Two more. Last one. And then set that board down. All right, ladies, so for our first piece today, we're doing some core work. So again, I'm trying to keep your formats pretty simple while I'm not here virtually, just this way, so you don't have to get super crazy and worry about focusing on getting the timer set up. So we're going to do 4 movements. I will go through them each with you one time, and then you'll do them about 3 times more, and that will be your first piece. So let's just start with your first movement. We're going to try and play around with, I don't know why I want to face this way. We're going to do some dead bugs on the StrongBoard. So if you want to, and this could be uncomfortable for some people depending where you're laying, if you want to get a towel to put on the board, you can. I'm short enough that it doesn't bother me. But for dead bugs, you want to find that sweet spot, and this might take you a couple attempts till you get into that right spot, but you really want to focus on keeping your core tight, because if you're relaxed, you're going to slide right off, back or forward. It's going to happen. So really brace your core. You're going to start with your hands up and your knees bent, and you're going to bring your opposite hand, opposite leg out. So I'm going to start with my right hand and my left leg, and I'm bringing those out, and then I'm coming back to center, switching sides. We're going to do somewhere between 6 and 10. If you get to 6 and you feel like that was challenging enough, you can stop there. If you feel like you're kind of getting the hang of it, you're going to go for 10. I'm going to try for 10. Whoops. See how I kind of got a little bit loose in my core and I started to slip? So it reminded me, keep my core tight. I'm bracing like I'm tucking my belly button in to my spine. So that's your first movement. You're going to do dead bugs on the board. They're definitely challenging. Like I said, you may have to take a minute just to kind of find your positioning. If you sit too far forward, you might slide. So you want to really play around with having the right position. Again, it's really important keeping your core activated the whole time. It's kind of like if you're at the bottom of a squat, you don't want to get super relaxed, right? So think about always keeping your core tight. You can think about tucking your belly button into your spine. It's not so much as a deep breath, but you're bracing. So it's like you're getting your gut ready like somebody's about to punch you right there. So that's your first movement. Your second thing will be weighted glute bridges. So we're going to grab a dumbbell. I'm just using one that you can actually see in this video. You're gonna have your feet on the board, your dumbbell just across your hips, and we're going to do a set of 10 weighted glute bridges. So you wanna think about using your glutes, your core, your lower back muscles, as opposed to getting your hips and just thrusting. So really think about squeezing your glutes, pressing your hips up, hold for about a second, lower a tap, and right back into that next one. And we're going to do a set of 10. I love bridges. They're a really great core exercise to do. That's why we do them a lot. 2 more. All right, and then you can set that dumbbell to the side. The third thing we're doing are wood choppers. So we're going to stand on the board. So I'm just gonna move this so you can see it. So you're gonna stand, or you're gonna come on, pressing one side all the way down, then bringing the other foot up. And for wood choppers, you're gonna start with the dumbbell up to one side, and you're basically going to bring it across your body. But you wanna make sure that you kind of keep it close so that you're not just swinging it like this. So I'm gonna start with the dumbbell here, and I'm going to bring that in towards my belly button, bend my knees and bring that down, and then back up. And we're going to do 5 to start on one side. So I've got 2 more. Carrie, when you do these, if your elbow feels okay and you want to use a light weight, or if you have, do you have a ball or something? If you want to hold something you don't have to grip as much, you can try that. Or if not, just do body weight. And then we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to start up to the right, bring that in, bending my knees, bringing that low. Keeping that dumbbell close to your body, like that. So we're just gonna stick with 5, only because I want you to focus on the quality and the form versus doing too many and just trying to kind of push through them. Having said that, if you get through 5 and you feel like you're pretty confident in how you're doing them and you wanna do more reps, then you can do about 8 to 10 per side. So that is your third movement. And then we've got everybody's favorite, plank ups. Carrie, you're gonna do a hollow hold, which I'll show you next. But for Violet and Myra, we're gonna try for a set of 10. So you're gonna have your feet on the board. I wanna make sure you can see me. And your hands out at the top of the push-up position. And we're gonna lower onto our forearms, alternating that leading arm. So I'm coming down with my left, down with my right, up with my left, up with my right, that's 1. And down with my right, down with my left, up with my right, up with my left, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So a couple things. Making sure, as always, that you're lowering as one unit, so you don't want to keep your butt up and just kind of be lowering to your forearms. So everything should lower as much as you can, minimizing the twisting. You can either pause and then start it again once you get through your 4 sets, or if you do want to replay this, you have that option. So the choice is yours.